$719 to $115.
Days after he announced an 8% retroactive salary increase for workers in the public sector, President Dr. Irfaan Ali announced the first set of salary adjustments for some of those workers. In a virtual address to the nation from his Shiv Chandrapal Drive office, the head of state announced that members of the disciplined services would be the first to see their minimum salaries change, adding some $1 billion to the local economy annually and benefiting some 8,000 workers. And the president asked these workers to diligently execute their duties, promising that his government would do more.
These salary adjustments comes with great costs to the Treasury. We expect you to honor these adjustments with dignity, with hard work, with accountability, with transparency. And we expect you to perform at all times at the highest level. We expect you to deliver a better service to the people of our country. Things will only get better.
The adjustments were many, separated into those for the Guyana Police Force, the Guyana Fire Service, and the Guyana Defence Force. For the Guyana Police Force, constables will now have their current minimum salary adjusted upwards from $94,901 to $102,488, representing an additional 8% on the current minimum salary paid to these officers. Constables with 5 to 10 years of experience will now receive a salary of no less than $110,000, and those with 10 plus years of experience a salary of no less than $115,000. Lance Corporal salaries will be adjusted from $108,719 to $115,000, an additional 5.8%. Lance Corporals with 10 years experience will now get $125,000. Corporals with 5 to 10 years experience will now receive no less than $130,000, while those with 10 plus years of experience no less than $135,000. Sergeants will see their salaries move from $128,056 to $140,000, representing a 9.3% increase. Those with 5 to 10 years of experience will receive no less than $145,000, while those with more than 10 years of experience no less than $150,000. Inspectors' salaries will increase from $163,000 to $170,000. Those with 5 and more years of experience will get no less than $175,000. For chief inspectors, their current minimum salary now moves to $180,000, while for those with more than 5 years of experience, a minimum of $185,000. The current minimum salary for cadet officers will move from $171,224 to $185,000. Assistant superintendents will see their salaries moving from $188,978 to $200,000, a 5.8% increase. Deputy superintendent salaries will move from $188,978 to $230,000, a 21.7% increase. For superintendents, their $200,299 salary moves to $240,000, an additional 19.8% increase. Senior superintendents will see their salaries move from $296,269 to $320,000, an 8% increase. Assistant commissioners will now get $425,000, an increase from their $418,518 current salary. Finally, the salaries for rural constables will increase from $75,203 to $85,000, while neighborhood police officers will see increases from $84,387 to $95,000. Then, there are adjustments for the Guyana Fire Service. Salaries for firemen and women with 5 to 10 years of experience will increase from $102,488 to $110,000, while those with more than 10 years of experience will receive no less than $115,000. Salaries for emergency medical technicians will increase from $88,143 to $95,000. EMTs with 5 to 10 years experience will get no less than $105,000, and EMTs with more than 10 years of experience will get no less than $110,000. Leading firemen and women will now get $130,000, while those with more than 5 years experience will get no less than $130,000. Section leaders will see their salaries increase from $154,172 to $174,172. Those with more than 5 years of experience will get no less than $174,172. Sub-officers will see their salaries increase from $154,181 to $174,181, while sub-officers with 5+ years of experience will get no less than $174,181. Additionally, cadet officers will see increases from $171,938 to $185,000, while those with 5+ years of experience will see no less than $185,000. Station officers will now get $260,000, an increase from their $251,639 salary. Station officers with 5+ years experience will get no less than $260,000. Divisional officers will now see their salaries increase from $337,364 to $345,000. And finally, for the Guyana Defence Force, the salaries for recruits will increase from $94,485 to $100,000, while recruits with 5+ years experience will now get no less than $100,000. Salaries for privates will increase from $94,771 to $102,488. Privates with 5 to 10 years of experience will get no less than $110,000, and those with 10+ years experience will get no less than $115,000. In the coming days, further salary adjustments will be announced. Reporting for the newsroom, I am Vishani Ragobeer.